Hello and welcome. I am your host, Beck Craig, and today we are going to be going through this wonderful course called the Ultimate Branding Course. Specifically, I want to show you behind the scenes in what it is that is inside this course and why I have decided as a marketing coach to sell this and put this inside my product suite offer. Now, this is like stage 2. So if we want to talk about who this is for really quickly, stage 1 of online business or creating a digital product online and then selling a digital product online, I believe the best course that you can purchase for the bang for money without obviously mentoring and mentorship on top of it. Now, I'm going to preface this and say last year I paid over $6,000, $1,000 a month for 6 months, contracted to work in a mastermind with an amazing coach who also had a digital course in the back end for us to follow to scale our businesses from 0 to 10,000 up to $20,000 a month. Now, I was craving strategy, and that is what I found 6 months later inside a course that had obviously Master Resell Rights, which is the license to resell the course itself, the roadmaps. And so 6 months later, I've actually been actively looking as a marketing coach to put a social media component into my product suite. Now, the reason I wanted to put a social media component into my product suite is because social media changes all the time, and there are many different platforms. And I am a marketing coach, and I teach you how to market on social media, but I'm not a social media coach specifically. I don't sit there and find trends for you. I don't sit there and, tell you what's going on Instagram specifically or TikTok specifically or podcasting specifically. I'm not an expert in one particular platform. I am a marketing coach. So I help you work out who your ideal clients are, get really specific on your messaging, and then you have to put it into those platforms. So this course for me as a marketing coach is the perfect segue for clients and customers to get taught by the experts on each platform. And I'm going to go through, and for those of you that are on the podcast, obviously you're going to hear it. But for those of you that are watching this on the screen, if you're on the podcast and you want to get to this video, go to my sales page and click through to the top of it. This video will be posted there, sharing and showing you exactly the back end of this. So the visuals, the back end of this course called the Ultimate Branding Course. I believe if you're a complete beginner, start with roadmaps and then continue on to this. If you are in social media right now, or you're wanting to learn more about social media right now, and you've already set up your business, or you have a bit of a knowing around steps to and how to like set up your digital product offer, or maybe you have a live event and you know how to set up your live event gateway, so you know how to make a landing page and email list and all that sort of stuff, skip roadmaps and come straight to UBC. So therein lies this conversation, is who is the Ultimate Branding Course for? I have looked at other courses in the last 6 months since I've started with the roadmap, selling and adding roadmaps and helping people along with their roadmaps journey. I have been looking for another course, and I have seen multiple different courses come and go, not really stick. I've seen PPM, I've seen the membership side of things come and go, and then I've also seen it Simply Passive come and go, and people are really into those courses. But what I didn't want to do, and what I wasn't convinced on, is that I wasn't buying a second course that was doubling up. And so I wanted the course that was for that next almost intermediate version of the person that is in the beginner space, but they specifically want to hone in on social media. Now, I love this course and binging on these content pieces because the presenters for me visually and energetically are so high. And so I get really excited just watching them speak and talk, and fast paced. And it's so energetically driven. And also the content obviously in there is amazing. They've broken it down into small bits and pieces so that when you click on the TikTok module, you're stepping through step by step. They even have a very, very in-depth module on the MRR space. So obviously this course itself is has Master Resell Rights attached to it as well, which means you can resell this course if you want. But I genuinely think that you could take this course yourself, regardless of what you're trying to market on social media. And you could apply everything in this course and make more sales, make more money. I still think there's a bit of a deep dive to do with like coaches. That's why I have a one-to-one coaching part where you can come and we can sit down and make a marketing plan that's unique for you. I'm highly creative. I'm very much in the know on social media. I'm on social media all the time so that you don't have to be. And that is why, as a one-to-one marketing coach, I help you deep dive into who you're actually speaking to, what you're actually trying to say so that you attract that person, and how you can create content specific. So I come up with ideas and a report for you in that one-to-one space. Now, inside this course, it's teaching you how to caption right, how to hook people in, how to do all those little micro parts to content creation. And I think it's highly valuable. And especially for those girlies who are in the MRR space for whatever reason and whatever product you are promoting, if you have a beginner program, this is the next step that you could actually promote to obviously your customers that have already bought the beginner program, or, people that are looking for, that next step. So I'm Beck Craig, guys. I am I'm an online marketing coach. And I started with a digital course, the roadmaps, as you guys would have already heard, but I've always helped people market their business on social media and make sales through content. That's something I believe with a whole heart you can do. I don't think that people need to get on sales calls to make sales, but I do think that you need to speak to people. And I think good marketers know their audience. They've been having conversations with people. So that's one really good telltale sign. If you're not making sales right now, you need to speak to your audience more, whether it is through that content and asking for that feedback through, soft calls to actions, like, hey, what do you think? Or I'd love to know your opinion. Or do you like the black and the white? Versus just selling content where you're telling people to like click on a link or comment a word and you're going to sell to them. So I specifically help people who want the salty CEO life with a little bit of extra bling. I am very much covered in glitter and hair pieces and things that just feel fun, or barefooted in workout clothes, bearing my, fat rolls on my weight loss journey, and going to the beach without a care in the world in the middle of the day. So I am all for a life of salty swims and midday exercise, or first-class flights to a European summer. That is why I work in the online space. That is why I'm passionate for you to make money in the online space, so that you can make enough money to do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. So obviously, we're going to go through the back end of the course itself today, the Ultimate Branding course, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, because people want to see what the hell they're buying. Obviously, you can go to a sales page, you can read through it all, but I want to show you. I'm that person. I see it, I like it, I buy it. So who is this for? This is generally for people who have these types of problems in their business right now. They've been posting online for a really long period of time and they're not making sales, or they don't know what to post so that they actually go viral, or so that they sell to their audience, that their followers and their audience that they've got right now. It's for people that want to learn how to create a method to the madness that is social media, so that we're not just posting all the time. There's things like top of funnel in conversation in this course, and that's something that even I've discovered, in the last 2 years. Like, I've been using top of funnel and then bottom of funnel. Usually we can go viral with content that is that top of funnel, but that's not always the content that creates sales for your business. Usually it's the most low engaging content that creates that sales and that agitation and speaks to your ideal client. And so what happens is we start to post everything. And if we're not in the know of intention around content creation and what content is actually going to grow our audience, and then what content is going to build a brand, and then what content is then going to sell our offers, if we don't know how to sort of create a method to madness around that, we don't know why something's gone viral but people aren't buying off us, then we are going to feel like we are a hamster on one of those freaking wheels going round and round and round. So the other thing is that this course itself, different to roadmaps, is that it does have set for you templates. Like pretty much you can set this up within that 15 to 30-minute mark. It is done for you with a lot of stuff, like even DM scripting, like for sales. There's a lot of stuff that's done for you, which is what a lot of people want to do because they want something that's going to save them time. So they want to save themselves time, make more money so they can do the things that they want to do. There is no shortcut though. I want to remind you guys. Do the course, move through the modules inside the course, and then apply it. And the biggest thing that I see so many people don't do in marketing alone, people are very scared to be, cringy. They're scared to be judged. They don't want somebody to find them online. Like there's so many little hints in here in this course that sort of teach you around like what not to do to not be cringy. There's so many amazing modules in here. But the benefits of this particular course is that you will know what doesn't work, but you will know what will work as well. But you'll learn about what's not working for you. And that's the part where you're like, pennies can drop and I can actually start to move in the right direction. And that is when you need to lean into this beautiful energy where you're like so confident and empowered, even when they flop, even when your content flops, even when the sales flop, even when someone buys off someone else. Like, I want you guys to really lean into the trial and error process that is social media. So obviously we've got, when we don't know what to sell, say when we're selling, this course has like DM scripts for you. So if you have no sales background, and you're just posting online and you've purchased something online and you think that the hype is enough, this is actually going to unlock for you a few key pieces that maybe somebody that has been in sales online or in sales in real life, they've already been applying it to conversations and marketing conversations in the online world. Like I've been in marketing for over 12 years. I've marketed multiple businesses, both personal and professionally, and I've helped influencers online as well, like with millions of followers. So I've seen what it entails. I'm very much okay with a bit of polarizing content, a bit of controversy, and I'm okay with being seen in that light, whereas some of us feel really scared there. So we need to make sure that we are doing things and really leaning into the process, which is that trial and error side of things, and not attaching ourselves to a specific outcome. Yes, we all want to make sales. Yes, we all want to retire our job or pay off our mortgage faster or go to the European summer in first class. But what I want to remind you of is that you guys are also here. This is a business. Like this is not something that you do to just like casually do. If it's a hobby, treat it like a hobby and lower your expectations. If it's a business, treat it like a business and lower your expectations. My personal mantra is very high praising myself. So making sure I'm clapping very loud. I'm clapping the loudest for myself in the whole room. Whether I post a piece of content, I do a webinar, I record a podcast, I have a conversation with someone. I'm very much like my praise and my own personal like loud clap is so much higher than my expectations, because we can put so much pressure on ourselves. And I want to remind you that that is going to change. That needs to change, because expectations will take you out of enjoying your reality, like every single time. So the other thing that this course that I've already gone through is that it has templates. So let's just screen share for a bit here, guys, because I know that's oh gosh, I can never find this. Screen share, where would it be? Does anybody know? Oh, there it is. It's like right there. Here we go. Screen share, guys. So we all know that there's multiple different platforms that you can host a course on. So the Ultimate Branding course has decided to use a platform called School. which is skool.com. Now, the same with roadmaps. Go and download the app. You can watch, hear, listen on your phone a lot easier than you can through desktop on your phone. I find it really cool to be able to listen to modules like you listen to a podcast and you're in and out of separate apps, but you still have the audio going. And so I do a lot of stuff when I'm cooking for the kids or when I am folding the clothes. Like a lot of that downtime for me or learning is usually when I'm doing multiple things. I'm a bit of a money generator. If you don't know what those are, go and look up human design. Because you'll get to know who you are in business a lot better, and you will lean into parts that are you and feel very empowered by understanding yourself a lot more in business. And so me doing multiple different things at once feels really good. It helps me focus. Whereas some people just need that single focus, and everyone works really differently. So I want you to really lean into that as well. So obviously roadmaps is on Kajabi, the platform, and the ultimate branding course with Master Resell Rights is on the school platform. So we can access it via an app on our phone, and we can access it via our desktop, which is where we're at on the video recording right now. Now, there are so many modules here. I'm gonna boringly pull through them while you guys listen in. So we obviously have the welcome videos. Now this is a collective group of people who have many followings, many viral videos, many marketing backgrounds, a group of collective presenters, influencers, coaches online that have brought this together. So the thing about this is that you're actually watching a module where somebody is presenting towards you, and the energy is so freaking high. Multiple followers, multiple different videos, like they are in the social media scene, creating very much stirs and bringing that celebrity energy to their I can't think, to their feeds, whether it's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. This is deep diving into that. And they're very much being themselves, very high vibes. So they've brought together these modules. So we've got funnel building, we have high quality branding, we have how to launch. So launching a product, whether this is one thing that I see so many people do poorly, is that they just start posting about a product, and then because they haven't warmed their audience up to at this point where the audience is like gagging for it and ready for it, it flops and people feel disconnected to their product because it didn't sell. Again, you need to warm your audience up. You need to show them, what problem you're going to solve for them, and then bring them to a point where you're launching, whether you're launching a mini mind in the future or a mini mind now, or this program is definitely not for the beginner. Go to roadmaps, that's where you need to be, but it's definitely for someone that has been like, you know what, it's not working what I'm doing, I need to try something else. You need to learn more stuff. I've spent so much money on coaches and learning and marketing over the years, coaches in the online world, and this is so freaking cheap for what you're getting inside it. Like get the stuff. If you need one-to-one help, like I'm still here for that. So how to launch, you've obviously got Instagram as a module, TikTok, content creation, email marketing, attraction marketing, being efficient in your business, how to stay organized. This is a foundation piece, so is the efficiency side of things. If you want to build a really tall, high story building, if your foundations are really small and skinny, they're not going to support the height of the building. And the height of the building is representing the scale in which you want your business to grow or your following. If you don't build these beautiful foundations, like being organized and being efficient, you are going to have so much work in your day that you're going to burn yourself out. So these are really important business skills. And I know that some of this stuff is inside the roadmaps, but these guys go into more detail around the social media component of this and how to apply this around this. And social media is your marketing. Reels, beginner Instagram Reels. They also go over video editing with the VLLO app and CapCut. So value videos, I'm still to get into a lot more stuff here. MRR mastery, faceless marketing, which everyone is loving right now. beauty business branding. So there are a lot of TikTokers right now, and it is a great way to go viral and a great way to market your presence. So if you are, in a hairdressing side of, if you're doing hairdressing, if you're trying to grow your hairdressing, course, your hair extensions, your eyebrows, your eyelashes, your skincare, your holistic skincare, whatever it is, there's a whole module on beauty business branding. Like, Get Ready With Me's go viral on TikTok. Like, if you're not on TikTok sharing Get Ready With Me's and you're in the beauty industry, you are doing something wrong. There's a whole module on this here, guys. I've been through these. I haven't ticked a lot of them off, but I've still got stuff to go, but some of these should be green. So the mindset, that's a big thing. Selling online, the daily method of operations, obviously their affiliate program, and then a ChatGPT and live recording. So these guys do weekly calls as well. We have this in different languages. So just to click here, I'm going to go through the languages, especially for those that are on the podcast right now. So we have French, we have Spanish, and we have Dutch. So please go and check that out. We have our funnel building, high quality branding, how to launch Instagram. So I'm just going to click on the TikTok side of things right now. So if we have a look down the modules inside the larger module, TikTok, like the course, I'm going to just go through what sorts of modules you can expect to see. So this one has, for those on the potty, I'm going to record, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like 17 components to it. They're like 3 to 5 minutes long. They're not long, but you can be expected that you will cover things like what you need to know before starting, creating attention grabbing TikToks, documenting content versus creating content, how to create bingeable content, how to find the best hooks for your TikTok, the importance of a call to action, why are covers important, power statements, TikTok bios, the number one way to find trending audios, how to find proper hashtags, when is the best time to post, SEO for beginners. Honestly, if you want a passive income stream, this is a hot tip for you. You need to be posting on SEO platforms. So I'm talking YouTube, I'm talking Pinterest, which I know the roadmaps covers Pinterest. This one doesn't have a Pinterest module. I'm sure it'll be coming at some point. Pinterest, YouTube, podcast, anywhere where it's a searchable search engine. So just think like Google. And TikTok is a search engine platform to a degree. People search on TikTok for stuff, but you can't find things online. Like if you were to Google it, you couldn't find things online in the TikTok world unless you were inside the app. So types of TikToks that are going to go viral. I actually looked through this multiple times. I really like this module and I'm going to trial some stuff today. And honestly, if you're not doing these micro bits and pieces to move your needle in your business, you are missing out. Mastering TikTok's editing tools, and TikTok's for busy people. So time saving, very much on an agenda that we would like. So the next thing I'm going to go to, because I know you guys can go through this yourself, but we've got obviously attraction marketing, content creation. If we just click on content creation, we've got lots of stuff in how to, like what you need to buy, accessories that will elevate you. I love that because everyone always asks me that. Content batching and creation. So the intro to content batching. For those people that work well with content batching, amazing. You've got your stock content checklist. Like if you want to create a bunch of stock and you want to tick it off and you want to do stuff in bulk, this is a great little part to the module. How to edit behind the scenes picture. Like there is stuff on Canva in here. There is no Canva module, but there is one there might be one actually. So you've got your faceless marketing because everybody loves this, right? So you've got why faceless, module inspiration, the MRR module of faceless, the 3 types of faceless accounts. I love this because we need to identify what type of faceless account we want to be. inspirational accounts, originality and branding, where to get graphics, editing a reel, editing reels, editing tips for captions, tips for stories, tips for DMs, carousel posts, mindset tips. The list goes on. All right. So if you can't promote because you're in an MLM or whatever it is, like Faceless is really, really good for that. And then the last one I'm going to go into today, there's so much to go into, and I can show you guys. If you need to see one of these modules specifically and you want to know more, send me a DM. I'll take a screenshot of what's exactly in there, so you can actually find out what sort of in-depth. We're all a different buyer type. So if you need to know more details and this webinar isn't enough for you, I invite you to send me a message and I will find the information that you need and I'll send it back to you. I am so down for that, because all of us purchase things for different reasons. I'm such a visual, energy, excited buyer. It took a lot for me to not buy things like Simply Passive and have a look at the back end of those, but they just weren't for my clients. They weren't for those people that wanted that next step. Finding this one for me, and I looked at the back end of it, like I really looked through it. I had a look at, the girl I purchased it off, Erin. I had a look at all of her back end stuff and I asked her a lot of questions. So I want you to ask me a lot of questions and I want you to get started because you feel empowered and I want you to purchase it. I'm excited. I was so excited on the other side of purchasing this. Sometimes people purchase something and then they feel sick to the stomach. I felt completely the opposite, and I want you to feel like that as well. I want you to feel empowered with your purchase. But I'm just going to click on the module that is the MRR Mastery. So I want to verbally go through this. This is one of the greatest modules, is content that doesn't work. I love this, MRR content that just doesn't work. And it's so true. So there's obviously the introduction to the mastery. What is MRR? Where do I start? Should I post a new or existing account? Posting 3 times a day, finding content inspiration, mail content inspiration, Q&A stories, Q&A posts, top of funnel content, simplifying your niche. So this is all based around the MRR girlies. Like this is all for us, sharing results, no sales, what to post. Everyone's going to go straight to that part of the modules. How to share this with friends, there's a whole Google document on DM scripts, like it's done for you. You can have access to that. Organizing captions, caption must-haves, experimenting with your content consumption, because that's one thing we all do is we spend so much time and then the noise becomes so loud. We need guidance around that sometimes. Followers versus likes, the top performing types of content. I love that one. Speaking videos, talking videos. I love that because we need to know how to perform those well, especially on TikTok. The no results checklist. So you've actually got a checklist where you can go and check what results, how to get the results that you're looking for. Your first few posts, and the resource highlights. There's also logistics. So updating someone's credit card, customer wants to pay early, what to do if customer doesn't pay, which are all things that you can spend a lot of money on with coaches. You really can. So I hope this is quite helpful for you, because I found taking a look at the back end was really, really helpful. And I hope that this helps you make a decision as to whether or not this could be a next step for you, whether or not it could add value to your business as it stands, or whatever it is that you're selling. Whether you're selling a mentorship, a mastermind, whether you are selling digital products, whether you're selling master classes, whether you are selling something digitally or in real life, but you are promoting through social media. Because this is for people that are like, what do I post? Why am I making sales? How can I make more sales through social media? And it's all inside of one program. And one of the reasons why I am selling this is because there's a lot of stuff that I've done in my program separately that I charge a lot more for with higher touch, so this is for the self-paced girlies. Like, you guys know how to get in, learn, implement, apply. Sometimes you need one-to-one, right? So if you need one-to-one access, please reach out to me, because we can do this one-to-one. We can make this work. We can get very much unique and specific in what you need. But at the end of the day, this is everything you need to know. And the thing about this course and roadmaps as well, is that you go back. And the reason I didn't purchase this specifically, and I binged on this all night, I was up till midnight last night going through all of this stuff to make sure that I was definitely promoting this followed through on the expectation of what it was before I purchased it, right? So the Ultimate Branding course is for social media girlies. It's for people that want to market their digital or real life products on social media, and they need help with it. You are going to come back to this course multiple times. Like, I am all in on the TikTok stuff right now. I have a following on TikTok, but I'm all back in learning. Like, I am like, show me what I'm doing. I am pumping out TikToks and trialing and erroring. Instagram's fine. I couldn't care less how many followers I have on Instagram, because I know that sales for me come through Instagram. They're the lowest part. They're the very bottom of my funnel in the most profoundly expansive way. The bottom of the funnel is exactly where I have the warmest and hottest market. And I funnel people through that TikTok process over to Instagram. And I love that this course is talking about top of funnel, especially in social media, because in social media, you need to know how your audiences move. Now, for me, this is how I move. Last year, I spent $6,000 with a coach at the back end. I bought one of her courses that had a payment plan of $1,500 every month for 4 months. Don't tell my husband. But I did this course and she added a mastermind to it. So I had some live attention with her over an 8-week period. And it was a sales course. It was a brilliant sales course. I loved it. But at the end of the day, it was like more money than this. It was $1,500 every single month for 4 months during the Christmas period. Paying and buying this for $500 US, which works out to be around that 800 Aussie dollar mark right now, and implementing this is value added. Even now, with the knowledge and the information I've got in my head and access to those other courses that I have purchased, my first ever course I purchased was about how to create a digital product back in 2015. And it was a 12-week drip-fed course. So it was drip-fed to me once a week over 12 weeks. And honestly, it was the scariest thing to purchase. I was a new mom. I had a little kid. I didn't have a job at the time because we had our own coffee shops, and I was taken out of my old position. And we had to now spend the profit that I would usually absorb working in the shop by paying somebody to keep the shop open. And I was at home with my kid. So that felt really heavy. That felt like a lot. And so I looked at the online world and I was like, you know what, if I could work from my phone or laptop and create an income, create money coming in, then that could be really cool. So I thought that you just bought a course and then you literally just shared it. And that's not the way it goes. You have to antagonize your audience. You have to know how to post on social media. And social media is like, it is so much more advanced than it was in 2015. We didn't even have stories on Instagram back then. That is how long I have been doing this. And so now we have all these different platforms that need the same messaging and marketing in different ways and different formats in order for the audience that's on that platform to receive it and to like absorb the information. And it's very crowded. So you have to produce more of the viral stuff to get in front of new people. And you need to be producing stuff that is constantly engaging. So this course itself goes through this, and you're not going to just do this once. You're going to come back to the TikTok module. You're going to come back to the Instagram module. You're going to come back to the launching module. You might do email marketing once, but you're going to come back to these social media components, the high quality branding. Like, you are going to come back to beginner Instagram reels. And maybe every now and then you need to go back over how to stay organized, how to be efficient. just like a vision board, just like weekly goals with your weight loss, just like, or like your health and fitness needs. I'm in a weight loss journey at the moment, guys. That's probably why I use that as an example. But just like those type of goals that you have to kind of reconnect with on a weekly cycle, on a daily cycle, on a monthly cycle, you're going to do that with your business online in the social media world as well. You're going to need to come back to, like, because there is so much going on, you need to come back to that compass. And so I hope this has been very helpful for you. I hope you understand the back end of the Ultimate Branding course. And if you are still with me on the podcast, thank you so much for listening. If not, please go and grab the course itself. If you have more questions, you need to directly message me. So you can email me at beck@itsbeckcraig.com and I will reply to you. I will respond to you. You can knock on my Instagram DM door. You can Facebook message me. If you're on Instagram, my Instagram account is @beckcraig. Please come into my DMs. Slide into my DMs and ask me a question. Ask me 1,000 questions if you have to. I will tell you whether this is the course for you or not for you if this webinar hasn't answered those questions for you. It is a wonderful Friday. I am going to go and record some other stuff for Roadmaps today, 3.0. I need to do an upgraded webinar there. And then I am going to put some shoes and socks on, get into my active wear, and do my midday low intensity fucking big walk. And my fucking big walk is because I am on a mission. So by May, when I go to Bali, I will be down to a certain goal weight and I will have done it through empowerment, excitement, and through radiating energy across that place. Because a little bit of background, I have many a time lost weight and I have felt really exhausted or bounced back or gained the weight back. And so this is one of these beautiful moments. For those of you that have followed me for a long period of time, I have been in the body positive movement. I've been a personal trainer. Like, I get it. I have been that person that's like, I'm an emotional eater. I love it. So just really quickly, this is important to me. And the reason why it comes back to business is because I have gained weight over the years because I've been so hyper focused on my business and building business online that I have literally put myself last. And so right now it is this wonderful challenge of embracing the messy and I want to say balance. It's not really a balance. It's just being able to put myself first and have the success in my business, in my personal life, and also in my physical self. Because when I physically feel strong, fit, and great, even when other parts of my life are turning to shit, my parenting, my husband, my relation, my marriage, or my business, whatever it is that's having a challenging moment where I need to learn, when I am looking after myself physically, I can cope with it. So that is why I do my 2-hour walk during the day. And if you are getting stuck behind a computer, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not healthy, and you need to be living a lifestyle online, but also you need to be looking after your health. So I love you all. I hope this has been helpful today. And if you have any questions about the Ultimate Branding course, I need you to DM me. I need you to ask me the question, because this course is going to help people in the MRR space in that stage 2, in the beginner to intermediate. And it's also going to help people who are trying to market their business online. So there are so many people that could benefit from this wonderful social media marketing business course, and I can't wait to see you. Plus, you can resell it yourself for $500 every single time you make a sale. You'll make that money. I love you all. I'll see you guys later.